She had a sugar too, so talk was that's what got her. All I know was the last time I spoke to her was after I got locked up. And when I told her what they said I had done, the old lady couldn't even speak. She just wailed like a baby. She just cried and cried and cried. And it wasn't long after that, Mama died. In that same old shit just outside of town. The one she lived in her whole life. She ain't known it. Nothing else neither. So my sister had to pay for everything herself. Hell, they wouldn't even let me go to the funeral. My village just went about bankrupt trying to bury our mama. And then she blamed me for it. She said that I broke mama's heart and that's what killed her. Yeah, I probably did. It just fucking on the hell, man. I'm fucking.
Oh shit, Marlo. Did you do it?
You know, I done been a lot of things in my life. A drunk, a dope head, a bum. But I ain't never been a liar. So no, Mr. Joshua James Jeffers of Richmond, Virginia, I did not kill that girl and that boy. I did not. At least not as I remember.
On your feet, Jeffers. You got a visitor.
Thanks for coming, Janine. Dr. Turner. I need to see you.
Here, Dr. Turner. You know the drill. No trouble.
Oh, I'm sure Mr. Jeffers will be on his best behavior. Thank you, officers. You can go now.
Are you sure I can get you anything? I can get you some water, perhaps.
I know, I'm sure we'll be just fine.
There won't be no trouble. I could just go
I
ahead.
said no. Thank you, officer. You can go now.
All right, we'll be at the end of the... We'll be at the end of
You been following me?
I did, but I'm a bit concerned. Why?
Let's just say I have a morbid curiosity and leave it at that, okay?
All right, I'm just a little concerned about your fascination with it, that's all. Plus, I'm not completely comfortable with our arrangement.
Baby, if I'm gonna build this case, I need to know all the facts. Besides, aren't our visits covered by some patient confidentiality policy?
Well, of course they are, but Josh, I talked to the lawyer and look, there's no more money. We've spent it all.
I guess we'll have to get it from somewhere else.
But I don't have any reserves. And besides, after the last few months of seeing each other, I thought we were... Josh, you're not listening to me. Oh, I get it.
Of course I'm listening, but baby, if I'm gonna...
No, look, I know this is important to you. I just thought... I guess I thought wrong. I understand that.
Look, baby, come on. I know what I'm doing. When I'm out of here, it all makes sense to you too. And then we can do everything we talked about.
Is there anything else you'd like to discuss today, Mr. Jeffers?
No, not today, Janine. I do appreciate you getting this for me though. It's helpful. Very helpful.
Josh, remember what the lawyer said. You know what this means.
Trust me. I got this.
Well, if there's nothing else you'd like to discuss today, Josh, then I'll be going. Guards, I'm through here.
Rather short visit today, eh, Dr. Turner?
Yes, I'm sorry to have put you through any trouble.
No
officer.
trouble at all, ma'am. We were just wondering.
Thanks again, Dr. Turner. Same time next week.
Of course, but only if you need me. If you do, let the guards know and they'll be sure to send for me.
What did I tell you, man? That woman's eating out of my hands.
Sure don't sound that way. So what you two been talking about over there?
Same as always.
Oh, so she bring you more something about your case?
Yeah. This is the coroner's report. I've been waiting for this one.
Man, how you read that shit? It is sick.
Knowledge is power, my friend. The more you know about stuff, the more power you have over people around you. That ain't sick. That's just smart.
Seeing as how I dropped dead of school in the 8th grade, I ain't got but a pitiful little bit of learning. So hell, I must got no power neither. Hey, what you study up there in that college you went to?
What? You said something?
I said, what you study up there in that university you went to?
Same thing I studied in South Beach, man. Sex, drugs, rock and roll, you know, the usual.
Oh man, not me. You see, if I was to do it again, I'd go to school. Get myself a diploma and a good job too. Yes, sir. I do it up right.
Yeah. Well, you're too old now. And it's easy to say that. To be honest, there is a lot of bullshit you gotta put up with in college. A lot of stuff that just don't matter in the real world, you know? Like when you're young, it's hard to concentrate on things like algebra or medieval history or chemistry when there's so much else to occupy your mind.
Wait, did you study on all that stuff, boy?
I was supposed to. But like I said, I didn't study much. I had other things on my mind. Holy shit, was it fun. Nothing but parties, one after another on the weekends. Of course, there was hell to pay on the Mondays, but after my first semester, I got smart. No Monday classes for me, and nothing till the afternoon either. Took that long for the bus to wear off. After 2 years, I thought to myself, why should the buzz wear off? Then I just got word that my stepdaddy stopped feeding my bank account. So after a while, around spring break, I just stayed in Miami where I can get high all the time. Just had to find creative ways to pay for it.
But ain't you got regrets though?
Yeah. Yeah, I got one.
The girl.
Yeah. The girl.
So what happened, Josh? I mean, it might do you some good to talk all this stuff you reading about. Get it out your head.
Shit. Might as well. One night, I guess I've been in Miami about 6 months. I was partying at this club, real nice place by the beach. I was with this girl. I don't even remember her name. Anyway, we drank a little bit and I'd done a line or two, but at that time I was getting bored and ready to go home. When this other girl walked in. Oh my God, she was beautiful. She wasn't like the other girls I was doing. No, she was different. You could tell. This girl, she was the shit.
Well, what else?
Nothing that night. Of course, I went over and talked smack with her. Found out her name was Trisha McElroy. Not much else. Shit. I never had a girl turn me down like that, but she did. That made her even harder. And it was at that point that I knew that I had to have that girl. But I played it cool. Of course, I was high at the time, and she probably knew it. So, I got a friend to give me a number, and next morning after I sobered up, I called her.
Now that don't seem right to me. Cause you don't seem like the kind of kid to chase a girl.
Yeah, you're right. I ain't. But Trisha, she was different. Now don't get me wrong, I wanted to do it. But I knew she was gonna take some extra time, and for some reason I didn't mind. Anyway, a few weeks went by and we gone out a few times. Still hadn't done it. She kept playing it cool, so I was too. But every time we were together, it was just like, I don't know, different from any girls I've been with before. Like getting her in the sack just wasn't as important as just being with her, you know?
Yeah, I know all about that. I hate that feeling wounds too.
For the first time since college, I went almost a month without coke. I wanted to be clean for her. And at first I didn't even miss it, but after a while, that shit just starts messing with me, man. I would just get all jittery and confused and wanting Trish, but needing something else. So I got high. I told my dealer I didn't have enough for the good stuff. And it was true, I hadn't turned to tricks since I met Trish. So I started getting this crack stuff, and I had never heard of it before, but it was cheap enough. My dealer said it would blow my mind. The first time I tried it, oh my God. The feeling, you have no idea, man. Shit. I didn't spend all my money on that stuff. I had to have it. It somehow made things, I don't know, clearer.
I bet it fucked things up too, I bet.
Yeah. It did. Not long after that, I picked up Trish. We went to Dania Beach. I smoked a little bit before I got her too. At that time, she knew I wasn't right. And she was asking me all sorts of questions, this and that, and what was this, and how did this get here? And I tried to play it cool, but I just couldn't. And we argued. But I don't think that night ended up that bad. I mean, last thing I remember, I was taking off my pants. I was finally gonna score, man. I can't remember how, but I got home that night. Next thing I know, somebody's just pounding on my door. It was the cops. They said they found Trisha's body washed up on the surf up near the state park up by Dania. She'd been raped and all cut up. And I was the last person to be seen with it. Anyway, the cops got a warrant and they took some of my blood and they did this new DNA test and found out mine was in her, so.
So I'm gonna ask you the same thing you asked me. Did you do it?
I honestly don't know. Well, when I think of her, the way I felt about her, I can't believe I did.
You said she was all cut up. Use a knife?
Funny thing about that, they actually showed the knife in court. But I never seen it before, I swear. That didn't matter though. This new DNA evidence was all the state needed to convict. But I'll tell you what, I'm glad they came up with the knife. That's what my lawyer's saying he's using to get me a new trial. It says it's something about evidence tampering.
Man, I wish I knew would have known all about that. Would have known the right words to tell my lawyer, maybe I won't be here neither. And of course things were different back then. You got the white cops, the white jury, the white judge, and the little old black as can be me. Didn't much matter what my lawyer said, I knew I was gonna do some time. Hell, I guess I should be grateful the kid got me life without parole.
Speaking of lawyers, did I tell you I got a letter from my lawyer the other day? It says in here my trial date's been pushed back. I won't be seen before a judge for at least 3 more months now. Means I gotta put up with your shit even longer.
If there is any putting up with any shit going on here, it is me having to listen to your ass. I ought to get time off of good behavior.
Man, you're full of it. You ain't stopped flapping your gums since I moved in here. Hey, you got what we call diarrhea of the mouth.
Oh man, you're right. I do. When I was young, my mama used to say, Angel, your tongue is hinged in the middle and it flaps on both ends.
Oh man. Your mama sounds like she was a good woman.
Oh, she was the best. I ain't had no daddy, you know.
Shit, look at you.
Yeah, if I have one like yours. But still, I was 1 and 1. So, my mama was both. That is until I was old enough to become a man in the house.
When did that happen?
I remember that day like it was yesterday. I reckon I was about 10 years old. And mama laid out my church clothes one Sunday morning. I only had one good pair. And man, she starched the hell out of them. Said she had to make them last. And that particular morning I fussed about it. Said they made me all scratchy. And then she looked at me. And she said, Angel, you gotta look good in this world. Because if you don't, ain't nobody gonna treat you like a man. And in these clothes, you look like a man. And then she fished around the bottom of her pocketbook and pulled out a quarter. And she looked at me again. And she said, now you put this here quarter in the plate today for offering. That is a man's job. Never fussed about going to church after that. I had a job to do, and I did it every Sunday until I left.
Man, you're all about that guy shit, aren't you?
That ain't shit, boy. I mean, how else you think I survived 15 years in prison for something I ain't do? Just because there ain't no justice in the world for a man like me don't mean I gotta be a prisoner. No, sir. Jesus don't set me free. He do it for you too if you let him.
Nah, man, don't go on to meddling all that shit. You keep your Jesus stuff to yourself. Besides, I got my eye on you.
For what? I mean, if you look at me and think you're gonna see Jesus, you got another thing coming. I am just as big of a sinner as anyone else, including you, Johnny Red. But the difference between me and you is that I done prayed and he done forgive my sins. I know that. I'm forgiven. I just say Hail Mary to him with my cousin for insurance. But I am forgiven. Not perfect. Ain't none of us there.
Amen, brother. Preach it. Amen.
Hey, I'm gonna give you a sermon if you want one. Don't get me started.
Nah, man. Save it for another time. I got some reading to do.
Alright, but I'm gonna hold you to that.
Jeez, Milo, stop talking already. Before lights go out, I want to get through the rest of this file.
Hey, you know, before you get out of this here jail, I'm gonna get you to read me some of that stuff you're reading about.
The hell for it?
I don't know. Just seems like something I ought to know.
All right, Bledsoe. Look alive. You got a visitor?
Oh, Father, it is good to see you. It's mighty good to see you.
Here you go, Chaplain. We'll be standing down at the end of the cell block if you need us.
Thank you, but I don't think that's necessary.
Actually, Chaplain, since the warden called this meeting, we gotta be with line of sight. Just in case. If you know what I mean.
Yes, I understand.
What's this I hear about the warden calling me, Father? Is something wrong? I was in Shepherd this week, so I ain't in trouble, am I?
No, it's nothing like that. It's just that, well, listen, Milo. The warden called me into her office this morning, and it seems she got a phone call, and then, she wanted to talk to me.
Wait, she gets a phone call all the time. She mighty busy lady, that warden.
Well, yes, she is. But that's not what she wanted to talk about. Milo, she wanted to talk about you.
Me? What the hell she want to talk about me for? I mean, that woman ain't seen me in years except in the shower or in the yard.